And I want to, not so much where I live, but it's where I farm. And what all that is in just a few minutes. First, going to show you the farm. This, I'm going to pull under the shade tree here. This was the old house. We had one main silo, and we had a little house out here by it that was our silo before we bought that silo. The roof slid off of it. It was a block frame building, but they didn't. I wasn't able to find it. The truck I'm in, plus there's that one. All the tractors. And this thing back here is rather neat. I found out something about it that I had seen, but I never used until now. I'll show you what I mean in just a few minutes. Finish doing the tour. Anyway, and I also got another house down here. This was the neighbor's house. I've got hay planted here. I just planted it. And yeah, this was the neighbor's house. Anyway, let me switch back to a vehicle at work. This thing right here, let me show you. You see, let me open the... It's actually got, let me turn the lights on. You can, 2 tanks on it. I didn't know. I didn't know it had, you could do, well, I did know. Let me show you what it is. It's a mod. It's the Case Titan drivable part, but what's on it is, let's see, there it is. It's called Fertilizer Spreader, but it's not just a broadcaster. This one, no. This one has arm, let me get out. It has arms on it. It's an air spreader, but there's a neat thing about it that I don't know if everybody, I mean, like I said, I had seen it when you go in to look at it in the store. Let me show you. Let me find it under. Where is it at? Maybe back up here. Do. Got a lot of mods, don't I? Let's see. There it is. There it is, right there. Air boom. But if you look down at the bottom, it shows you seed, lime, no, fertilizer, solid fertilizer, lime, and seed. Seed, do you know what kind of seed did that, look further to your right, it shows not alfalfa, but oilseed radish, which is a fertilizer. Fertilizer in it. You can literally, if you're not playing, and it may work as well on precision farming. Now, precision farming, you're not really supposed to fertilize until after you plant. That's the way they got it set up. So, or during planting, while you're planting, rather. So, if you have oilseed radish, you could still plant oilseed radish, and it would come up and be a layer of fertilizer, and then when you could still do this. Here's how this works. Let me show you. Walk out here in this field. I haven't planted anything in this field. This is oilseed radish in this field. And my buddy One Dog introduced me to this. I mean, I knew about oilseed radish. I've planted it before, but not this particular way. See, it says ready to harvest. You don't harvest it. What you do is what I did over here in this field, I got grass, and the one up there out front has got weed in it. Turn the headlight off, I don't need it. You come with a disc harrow, which that's what I got right here. A disc harrow. I just bought that one. I just bought this new chisel plow. I sold the other two that I had. Didn't like, and I had two bigger tractors, and didn't like that. Didn't fit the farm exactly right. Anyway, and you go in there and you cultivate it in, or if you got a planter or seed driller, something to plant seeds that has a cultivating process on it, you just start planting right into that, or you cultivate it in first, and it'll give you 100. It'll be 100% fertilized when you plant. You don't have to go back to it. And the way you plant them oilseed radishes is with that little thing I just showed you, the air boom, and it works as a cover crop too. That's I don't know. You hear a lot of talk about cover crops. Do them, don't do them. I like to do them because it keeps the field from washing. We did them. We would broadcast wheat or rye with one of them roll round broadcasters. We just sling it out. Wasn't doing it to make a harvest or anything, just to keep the ground from washing. But anyway, let me get back. Yeah, that's what that is, and it works really well. And it's pretty much staying organic because you only got seed and let me open it up again. Seed and what is that white stuff? The red stuff is seed. It must be fertilizer in there, yeah. Seed and fertilizer. Solid fertilizer. Puts it out at the same time. Yep. And I filled this up one time with some big bags, and I'll show you what fields I did. Let me look at the map. I did this big field over here. Yeah, that field. And this little field here, and I've done these two swipes here I got grass planted in, and I hadn't filled it up. Now, me and one dog the other day, we did the other two fields. This field here where it's got wheat in it. You see this one still got oilseed, the biggest one. We leased one. He was trying to show me, and then when he showed me, I said, well, I'm going to buy it. And I just painted it black. I mean, you could do whatever color they allow you to. But anyway, let me finish showing you the farm, and then I'll show you why I got them tractors set up down there. The farm that I work, we had a big pen back here. We had hogs in it all the way. We had an old barn like this here. And we always unloaded the pigs here and come through a door here. Had pigs in this pen down here next to the road. And I took the fence. I did have a divided fence here because we had two divided small pens here where we did our breeding. We had a boar we kept up in here, a full-blooded boar. Either Chester White or Duroc or whatever, Yorkshire. And then once a sow was bred, we brought her over here. I ain't got them, but I got these two combine heads right down through here. We had about 17 individual pens made out of hog paneling that we would put each sow when it was time for her to deliver the babies, and it would just be her and the babies in the pen, and we had feed hooked up there, and we had water. Once she weaned the pigs off of her, we brought her back down across the road through this double gate down here and back in the bottom pen. That's where we kept the sows we were going to breed. If we were going to fatten her up, we took her back here, brought her down here, and put her in this back pen to fatten up. And the pigs we got off of her, the ones till they got a certain size, we put them out here. And this, originally this was a garden out here. Well, my mother, this was the last place she lived for. She was got married and moved off, and they had a garden here. But my uncle, her brother, my uncle, turned it into another hog pen. He wanted a big hog farm. I don't have any hogs in any animals in any of the pens right now. I'm still working on that, kind of trying to figure out. I mean, I built all that myself, put it in, and this is a great planter here. It does everything except fertilizing and cultivating. But other than that, it's tremendously good planter. Now let's get to the other side of the road over here, and I'll show you what I got set up. If you've seen the mods that came out today, here is that baler that came out. I have not used it. I don't know how it is or would be, but I do see a spot there. I need to landscape somehow or another. Yep. Somehow got a different colored paint or something on it. Let me see. Yep, got it. Anyway, this is that baler. Now, let me show it to you with the mods. We're going to find it said, and if you read the description, that they put a bigger, and I've been saying we need a round baler that goes faster and has a bigger pickup, better pickup. That chrome down here, that chrome is the only one, and it's a mod that I found that's anywhere close, but you have to stop long enough to unload the bales with it. See, it says working speed 10 miles an hour. When it's picking up, you're going about 10 miles an hour. You have to stop. This baler that came out today, supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly because I hadn't used it yet, the quick bale, here it is. It says you don't have to stop, and it'll bale any and everything. You see there? Even chopped beets, looks like. And it says it goes 15 miles an hour. We're going to find out. And I got it. Oh, I meant to show you. The customizations are, endless. I've got, you see it ain't no brand on it there. I've got, the color I've got on it is the foil color, which is the paper. I put peach on there. I don't know if I'll do any wrap bales. I may do some of this in wrap. I have to switch the head on that slother, but just to see what the bales look like. And then the rest of it, I got stainless steel, even the wheels. But the decal being, you could do, look, New Holland, Massey, Lizard, Cleveland, Krone, John Deere. One dog, if you're watching, you can do John Deere. There's Giants, Case, AGCO, which is Massey as well, the new Massey, or no brand. I just like Massey because that's what I used on this farm was Massey. So, and like I said, I did, and I put, instead of Lizard wheels, I put them, those are supposed to be farm use wheels. And I also did the silage additive. Haven't seen where, I think that might be it right there. There it is, you see it. If you look to your left on the inside of that baler, I just happened to see it pop up there. There it is, this tank there. We'll climb up on here and look. Yep, there she is right there, see it? It's on the inside. I'm assuming I might have to run down to the shop with that tractor, or with that thing there, and pick up another head. I got plenty of grass here. I can try it all on. It goes forever and ever. But I want to see how it bales mainly. So I'm gonna do about one, or I'm gonna go and come back Well, grab that right there. And catch this little bit I missed. Now let me spin around, and we'll bail them 2 rows, see how it does, and then I'll drop the head off of this. Or I'll just reset this to the shop and pick up the other big head, and we'll bail some. We'll wrap some. Now let's move this out of the way. There now. Leave that sitting right there. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go hook the tractor to the baler, and then I'll reset that cutter, slother down to the shop. We're gonna find out what this baler. This is my first time using it too, so I don't know nothing about it, y'all. See, it says the top of it is. Let me swing around here. Let me get this tractor lined up, and I'll send that back down yonder. I should have went ahead and had that other head up here, but anyway, that's all right. Now let's. Where's? Uh-oh. Oh, that's weird. Why come? Oh, I see why it's. That's weird. When I get in, I have to get out of the tractor to find it. That's dumb, but wrong way. Now I gotta find the one. It's this one, I think. Yeah, no. That one, yeah. Now we'll reset it. And we'll go ahead and bail these 2 rows and see what unfold. Now this hay should not wrap. It may, but it shouldn't. Lower. Now let's see what she'll do. Oh, let's see a minute. I want to allow you to change bale size. Yeah, I want to go to the biggest, which is 180. That way there won't be so many, because otherwise it's going to pop out a bunch of bales here. I want to see whether I got to stop to drop the bale. Turn off automatic drop. Well, I'm gonna leave automatic drop-ons. Well, I'm gonna turn it off and see if it still drops without having to stop. You know what I mean? Here we go. What the frick? What the frick? It's double chambered, y'all. You have got to be kidding me. Huh. Well, I need to come back and bring that. Alright, let me switch to that. And get the other head for it now. So we can try it. Yep. And I don't understand why that, I guess, I don't know, we'll see. It didn't kick the bell out for some reason. It acted like it was double chambered. I'll cut a few more. I'll bring this head up there and I'll drop it and put the other one back on. Cut 3 or 4 more swipes like that till we, at least 1 or 2 more till we get enough to get a bell. Yeah. Standard decal. What? I don't understand what that means. Oh yeah, I like that on the side. You better believe it. All right, there we go. Now I gotta back up here and hook to it. Now this head doesn't. All it does is cut the grass. It doesn't, and puts it in a windrow. It doesn't. I'm not gonna use this just yet. I'm just getting it and bringing it up here to the farm. Look. Anyway, I'm a little bit perplexed about that baler now. It jumped from the pickup area to bale storage, so it acts like it's double chambered, y'all. We'll see. When I get this back up there, we'll cut a few more swipes and see what she does before I use this head. Jury's still out on it. I ain't made my mind up yet until I see a bale come out. What I thought was going to do, it would get to that first chamber or whatever would fill up, and the bale would just kick out on the back there where you would wrap up, and it would just sit there till I unloaded it. And I would keep baling the front, but apparently, we'll see when I get some more. It's gonna take me a few minutes. This thing only goes about 20 miles an hour. Wide open. So, interesting. I like the baler, and I did see it. We were moving about 12, 15 mile an hour through the field, so that's good speed, but I need to see how the bale actually bales. That's what I'm curious about. Excuse me. So we'll see here. One downside to where the farm is here is to way at the top side of the map from the shop, about as far from it as you can get. Unfortunately, I couldn't place the shop any closer. That was already on this map when I came on here. It was a blank slate other than those. There's a few sale points on the map. I'm going to turn and cut across this. I ain't going up the road all the way. I'm going to come across. Ain't nothing but grass anyway. I'll drop this head and hook to the other one. Go and come a time or two, at least 2 more. Go twice each way, and then I'll hook to the baler and we'll see what it does. I'll drop this head here right by the other one. I might have left that tractor in the way though. I believe it did. Let me move that tractor and baler out of the way. We'll we'll see. Drop right here. I hooked to this hay head. That's what it is, a hay head. Yeah. I'll go and come twice. Surely. That'll be enough to kick a bale out with this baler to see. And then the next thing will be to do some rat bale. Stop it right there. Back this out of the way. There ain't nobody. That should be enough, actually. We'll see. If it ain't, I'll have to do some more. But I'm gonna go to the other end and come this way. Now it's in that bottom. That's weird. Once it goes in that bottom one, it collects straight into it. But if initially it starts in that top one, I don't understand that either. Unload round bale. Let's see what. I want to get out here and see what size that is. 9,000. But you see, I stopped. The tractor's still baling. I could have. So let's turn on. I'll finish. Well, okay. So we know. Well, I should have just went ahead and picked that up, ain't it? Yeah, just to leave it. So, now watch, it'll go back to the, see? It's going in that first chamber until it gets to a certain amount in there, and then it'll jump to the back. I don't understand that. Not sure about that. Now, I want to part this right here. Maybe we'll find out when I switch heads, cut a couple passes with that big head, and because it'll turn whatever's in this baler into. Let me go get the. So that's a 9-ton bale right there of hay. 9 metric ton, rather. Now, let's take this head off of here and hook to that other one. And go and come twice and see, or at least 3 times, 3 rows. Now we didn't have nothing like this back when we had hay. We had to cut hay with a tractor and a thing behind it. It's called a hay conditioner, and then windrow it. I'll probably just do 2 rows and see what it does. Well, I'll be John Brown. I missed the whole bunch, didn't I? Not used to this head. I use that other one most of the time. I'll do one more pass. I don't know if 2 is going to be enough. That should be enough now. Pull it right over here out of the way. Now, I'm not gonna have, I don't have any silage additive in it, but it'll still wrap and make my silage bed. The quality won't be as good. Those will have to sit anyway. See it turn from hay to grass. About 9 miles an hour, y'all, is what I'm topping out at. Of course, this is a smaller tractor. I didn't, oh, there's a belt, 7,500. Let's see, it's going to wrap it, yep. That's peach colored wrapper, by the way. Let's pull up here out of the way a minute. So, 7,500. So when it comes to them, it only makes a 7,500 bell, y'all. And no, you can't pick it up. Object too heavy. That's what that trailer will be on it. Let's see, is it already silage? Fermenting. No, it says grass. It says fermenting 0%. It's just wrapped, so yeah, it has to sit here and ferment. I'll go ahead and bail these others. Is that as big? Yeah, that's 180 on that, so. But it is a good baler. I like it. I'm not sure about the double chamber deal. I'll watch this a minute. It actually getting up to 10. Let's see how much it gets in here before it kicks over to the back chamber. That's what I want to need. I want to know. What that first chamber holds. Must hold somewhere around. 96% right now. I'm gonna watch and see. That's what I've been trying to. Oh, okay, about 64. Because now it's done jumped to the second chamber. That's weird. Now I'm going to turn on automatic bell drop and let's see. Can I keep right on? Now I never stopped bailing. You saw that right there and I dropped the bell. Didn't have to stop to unload it at all. So, let's see, that was 7,500. I didn't turn the bailer off. Okay, they got a problem here because she's off and it still sounds like it's running. That's a glitch that has to be fixed. Anyway, so those, let me check this one here. Is it 7,500 or is it bigger? 7,500 on silage bells. And on, I'll bet it would be, it's 9 on grass and hay, and on straw would be about, what, 11 tons or 11,000 liters, yeah, 11 metric would be my guess, yeah. Anyway. Oh, it shuts off on its own, okay. It's finally shut off when I run away from it. I like the baler, y'all. Honestly, ooh, there's... Is that dirt or what is that? That's... Anyway, it's a nice baler. And the fact that we can bale without round bales without having to stop to unload them. I mean, keep steady going. That's what fast bale means. Quick bale, same thing. Anyway, I'm still not sure about the double chambers though. I got to do a little more research on that, and I will, and I'll let you know next time. But until then, this is Farm King saying so long.